Remember that one night when we fell in love. What we had felt so right, cause we had trust. Now it's drowning in our lives. I know we're broken up, you know the feelings deep inside. So what's you, what we've been through? I miss you, and you can't lie, you miss me too. If I roll through, but you...
These layers I cut into my hair are everything. They might not be even. I did my thing. Y'all, tell me why I got my driver's license. We out here. Anyways, in today's video, oh, I love this haircut. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about some info that I found in my Aaliyah book by accident. Information that I just found out myself, being an Aaliyah fan. I never knew this. I mean, I've heard stories about what happened before she boarded her plane on the way back home, but I never knew that this, what I read, is allegedly what took place. But anyways, before we get into today's video, like, comment, and subscribe, turn on your bell post notifications so that you'll be notified every time I drop a video. Let's get into today's video. Should I do a bob? Just make sure to, if you're subscribed, support all my videos. Shout out to the real fans that support me no matter what. Not fans, who am I? Supporters, subscribers who support me no matter what, and just keep it real with me. Shout out to y'all. Y'all the real MVPs, because I really appreciate y'all, and I wouldn't be here without y'all. So thank you. I appreciate your kindness and y'all messing with me. I appreciate it. On today's evening news, oh, and I also want to say I appreciate the comments where people say I sound like Aaliyah. That's a huge compliment. I'm not doing it on purpose. My voice is just very light. I don't like my voice at all, but that's just how I am. I think I'm gonna put a shirt on. Okay, so starting off, I always believed in the original story that was said about Aaliyah and how she did not listen when she got on that plane, and that they still continue to want to take the luggage even though they said it was heavy, which I already called bullcrap. When I heard that story, being a new Aaliyah fan, I already knew it was bullcrap, because nobody's gonna risk their life, not for no luggage, not for a career, not for anything. But at first I'm just like, I didn't automatically start jumping to theories and what I believe actually happened. I was just like, she didn't listen from the luggage. Doesn't sound right, but okay. And then I also heard the story about the pilot. I don't care what nobody say. I have nothing against the pilot, and I'm pretty sure Aaliyah doesn't either. I think that those two stories are false. The story about how the pilot was intoxicated and was not certified to fly, something like that, I call bullcrap, because who even let him get that far? If that was the case, I just never believed it. So I don't think it had anything to do with the pilot. I don't think it had anything to do with Aaliyah being stuck up and not listening about the baggage. I think that, one, that plane was rigged to go down with Aaliyah in it, and the people who were in it with her are the sincere ones to her, and that's why they were on that plane. Those stories just never added up to me. She was very smart. You heard it from two witnesses that she was afraid of planes as is.
When she actually was saw the plane, she said, I don't like this plane.
She really didn't want to get, when she saw the little plane, you know, she really wasn't too comfortable with that.
So when I heard that story, she argued to take her baggage, although it was going to be overweight and could be dangerous. That was bullcrap. And those two witnesses were Damon and her brother. I guess you can call them witnesses. I never know what correct term to use. Don't come for me. But Damon said she was scared of flights, as it already was, and her brother says she was afraid to fly as well. So why would she still get on a flight knowing that the baggage is heavy? I just never believed it, and I will never believe it. I'm pretty sure the people who had something to do with her death are clutching to their seats because people are waking up. So after hearing those stories about Aaliyah and the pilot, eventually I started doing my own research, and I'm just like, I don't think Aaliyah would get on a plane. And I'm not trying to make this a race thing, but Black people ain't dumb. We not dumb, okay? If we don't like something, we not gonna do it. Why would we still force overweight baggage on a flight that could be dangerous and life risking? We not dumb. Aaliyah wasn't dumb, and it's sad that they're trying to make it seem like she was just stuck up, a brat, and she just wanted her luggage, her jewelry, her clothes. Aaliyah wasn't even like that. I don't even think Aaliyah cared about money, or she wasn't materialistic like that. She was real. Why would she care about that stuff? But then years later, it came out that she was and put on the plane. Now that did not cross my mind at all. It didn't go through one ear and out the other. It stayed stuck in my mind once it went through my ear. That seemed more, because there's no way she would have got on that plane. When I heard this, I'm like, yeah, this has to be it, or either they knocked her out and put her on that plane. There's just no way she would have did that being scared of flights. So when they said she was drugged, I'm like, that makes sense. You know, I would have never thought that, because I wouldn't ever think anyone would want to hurt Aaliyah. We didn't know her, but through videos, I'm pretty sure that's all you needed to know about Aaliyah. Being drugged and put on a plane sound more believable than her being a brat wanting to bring on heavy luggage anyways. Those 8 others wouldn't have did that either. They would have been like, Aaliyah, you're crazy. You're going to be boarding this flight by yourself. I'm sorry, we ain't doing it. I'm still trying to understand too. If you have a theory or something you believe in, let me know. I'm still trying to wrap my mind around the fact of the other passengers not caring that they put a sleeping Aaliyah on the flight. Like, wasn't nobody concerned about that? Putting a sleeping Aaliyah on a plane? Is it something they seen before, which made them completely okay with it and to still board? I really want to know where all of their minds were boarding that plane and seeing Aaliyah sleep. But of course, you're not going to be able to get any answers from those people because they're all gone. Unfortunately, weird enough, the bodyguard did survive and somebody else, but they later passed away, which is weird to me. And I always tell everybody around me, I feel like Aaliyah could have survived that crash. That's just me. I don't know, I wasn't there, but that's just how I feel. I get a feeling, and my feelings are never usually wrong. So I feel like she could have survived that. I feel like everybody could have survived that. I think his name is Travis Barker. I believe he got into a plane crash and it was horrible. He said he survived. Listen, I feel like Aaliyah's plane wasn't even that messed up. I feel like she could have survived. I don't know though. They had to know that was gonna come back and bite them in the tail. When you really think about it, and then you have her brother and her boyfriend saying that she was scared. So did she really get on that plane alone, willingly? It will never sit right with me. Unfortunately, I don't think her will ever be solved, because whoever had it done, they don't want it solved. So it's not going to be solved. I was kind of excited. Somebody said that Beyonce was going to be a main suspect in the case. And I'm just like, what case? Never went anywhere. Now, the story that I'm stuck on believing is she was given a sedative. The plan that they had laid out for Aaliyah was for her to arrive to the Bahamas safely, and then for them to get her a rigged plane and do what they needed to do, which was take her out. I believe that's the plan, and that's why the planes kept changing, oddly enough. Being who she was, I'm shocked that they could not figure out the situation of her flying. Moving on, I was reading my Aaliyah book, and I was just trying to get some information on her boarding the plane and what happened. I read a little bit more than what I wanted to read, and I was very shocked and my heart dropped, and I just have to share a little bit with y'all. So I'm just gonna read a tiny bit of it to you guys. So this information that I found is in chapter 10, and it just reads, this will be one of her last weekends to spend with Dash. It was confusing for her and she was emotional. As she sat in the taxi van spiraling, she put her head down. She said she wanted to take a quick nap. Then she dozed off. So we came out of the car and my stepmom, I remember, put the air conditioner on full blast. Someone from her entourage opened the door and woke her up. I think they were talking to her and asking her what was wrong. Aaliyah advised them that she had a headache, reiterating again that she didn't want to get on the plane. Then Aaliyah was handed a... We went to go to the food stand to get her a cup of water, and we brought it back. That's when she took the and fell back off to sleep. This is where it got me at. He said, this time, however, it appeared that she fell immediately into a deep sleep and not just dozing. It was almost suspicious. So what I was looking for in this book was just like some information about her, and I ended up finding more than I expected. And I never knew that after they gave her the that she fell into an immediate sleep and she didn't just doze off. I never knew this, and it's crazy that no one ever spoke up about this. Everybody seemed to have known about it, and it's just now being put out. I never knew this. All I heard was that she was given a she fell asleep, they put her on the plane. That's all they said. That's crazy, and it's really sad if you ask me. And I believe it. And it's sad that she may have not even known she even got on that plane or what happened. They said that she was found still in a fetal position in her seat. That's sad. And I don't mean to bash anyone who had anything to do with her at the time. The guy and his grandmother, why didn't they share this back then with the family? They could have just kept it to the family, the mom and the dad, the brother. They didn't even have to tell anyone. Why did it take so long? That would have helped a lot. Many people could have got paid off. I know it wasn't his business and he probably just left it alone, but just one little act could go a long way. That could have probably saved Aaliyah's life. It just sounds very chilling. My jaw dropped when I read that. I'm definitely going to have to get into this book. I haven't started reading it yet, but girl, I'm finna start. And I'll let y'all know if I come across anything else crazy. I'm pretty sure there's more crazy stuff in this book. That's just one of them. Also, I wonder, did anyone else see it or hear about it? I'm just curious to know whether or not the people who boarded that plane with her saw her being carried on sleep. Did they not care? Did they not think anything of it? Was it something they seen before? They had to see that she didn't want to get on that plane. Everybody, even the people that boarded with her, had to see she did not want to get on that plane. If it was me, if I seen somebody I knew who did not want to get on a plane being boarded while asleep, no, I'm not letting that happen. Unless I'm oblivious to the situation. Like, I'm just confused. Like, how did that go? The 8 others getting on with her. This will forever be one of the most oddest celebrities of all time to me. Something just is not right with that picture. I stand firmly with believing that I don't think Aaliyah walked on that plane herself willingly. I don't think she wanted to, and I don't think she was going to. She was so beautiful. She was so young, successful, sweet, down to earth. And to know that somebody potentially her and put her on a plane unwillingly just to her is really crazy. And I already think the plane was rigged. I think it had a on it. That's me personally. And Aaliyah was smart too. She knew that plane did not look right. It was too small. And it wasn't even the same plane she went out there originally in. I thought she came and left on the same plane. They actually said that the plane she went in to the Bahamas on was a lot bigger than the one she was supposed to take home. I don't trust nobody that was around her, not even Damon. Anyways, you guys let me know what you think. Did you know that Aaliyah fell into a deep sleep immediately and that it wasn't just dozing off? Let me know down below because I did not know this. I gotta get into this book. But that pretty much wraps it up for this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Stay crazy.